Also, the expectations are really high. Coming from last year, I didn't know what to expect, and now there's a standard. Coming in every day and just bringing energy and working hard.
Angel Reese was publicly humbled by a Chicago Sky reporter, and what followed sent shockwaves through women's basketball. The WNBA has always thrived on fierce competition, bold personalities, and moments that echo far beyond the court. But few recent incidents have sparked as much controversy as the unraveling of Angel Reese's self-crafted narrative during the league's explosive rise in popularity. What started as confidence slowly turned into a reality check that exposed the fragile line between hype and impact.
Reese kind of things online during interviews.
The Chicago Sky star, celebrated for her relentless rebounding and unapologetic bravado, suddenly found herself at the center of a storm. Reese had long positioned herself as a driving force behind women's basketball's surge in popularity, claiming that sold-out arenas, soaring viewership, and celebrity-packed sidelines weren't fueled by Caitlin Clark alone. According to Reese, her own star power played an equal role. The claim resonated with her loyal fanbase and cemented her reputation as a polarizing figure who embraced the villain role. But bold statements demand proof, and reality was quietly lining up to challenge her narrative.
Last year, you made a powerful statement saying the reason people are watching women's basketball is not just because of one player, but because of you too. A year later, do you feel like you're
Next question.
Yeah, we'll move on.
That challenge arrived at the Chicago Sky's 2025 season opening press conference. Reese, entering her second year, was expected to build on her rookie momentum when a reporter asked a simple but loaded question. Did she still believe fans were watching women's basketball because of her? Instead of defending her claim or offering statistics, Reese froze and responded with just 2 words. Next question. The silence that followed spoke louder than any stat line. It wasn't just an awkward moment. It was a visible crack in the image she had carefully constructed, and then the numbers finished the job. Chicago Sky home games averaged around 8,000 fans last season, respectable, but far from revolutionary. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark transformed Indiana Fever games into nightly sellouts, drawing over 17,000 fans consistently. Reese's preseason homecoming at LSU attracted just 6,000 fans in an arena built for more than 13,000. Other games painted an even harsher picture, with some drawing fewer than 5,000 attendees. While Reese struggled to fill seats, Clark was rewriting the WNBA's economic playbook. Her preseason games sold out in minutes. Tickets averaged over $600. Opposing teams moved games to NBA arenas, and her jersey became the second best-selling in all of basketball, behind only Steph Curry. Clark didn't need to claim influence. The numbers declared it for her. That centerpiece turned out to be Camila Cardoso, the Brazilian sensation whose size, touch, and untapped upside instantly shifted the Chicago Sky's direction. This wasn't a minor adjustment, it was a full organizational pivot. Reese's absence from training camp after the announcement only poured gasoline on the fire. For years, Reese's identity has been built on paint dominance. From LSU to her rookie season, she bullied the glass, stacking double-doubles and turning rebounding into a personal statement. Her viral 19-rebound performance against Indiana cemented her reputation. But the Sky's new system asks her to step away from the very thing that made her famous, leaning into mid-range shots and catch-and-shoot looks. That's unfamiliar ground for a player shooting just 39.1% from the field, mostly at point-blank range. Her slow release and rigid mechanics make floor spacing a real concern. And here's the truth most people miss. This move isn't about fixing Reese. It's about future-proofing the franchise. While Reese's role was being reshaped, Cardoso was handed control of the paint, the territory Reese once owned. With a softer touch, better spacing instincts, and international appeal, Cardoso represents a more modern, marketable centerpiece. The optics were brutal. Fans erupted online, accusing the Sky of sidelining Reese to elevate Cardoso, even spinning conspiracy theories about erasing Reese's rebounding legacy. But strip away the emotion, and the explanation is basketball reality. Today's WNBA demands versatility. Forwards must shoot, pass, and create. Reese's rebound and putback style becomes a liability when defenses sag off and dare her to score. Her silence since the shift speaks volumes. Missing training camp isn't just scheduling, it's resistance. Most elite players would treat a role change as a challenge. Reese appears to see it as a betrayal. That tension only sharpens when you compare Chicago's uncertainty to Indiana's clarity. While the Sky debate Reese's place in their future, the Fever have gone all in on Caitlin Clark. Indiana surrounded her with proven veterans like Sophie Cunningham and Natasha Howard, building a win-now roster instead of waiting years for development. Cunningham's comparison of Clark to a young Diana Taurasi, sharper, flashier, and fearless, highlights a star who doesn't need interviews to validate her impact. The results are undeniable. Clark doesn't just sell tickets. She forces structural change. The Fever now boast more nationally televised games than even the Lakers, and opposing teams are upgrading arenas just to keep up with demand. Indiana had a plan, executed it, and never hesitated. This isn't just a story about Angel Reese versus Caitlin Clark. It's a case study in how franchises handle star power, how narratives collapse when numbers intervene, and how quickly momentum shifts in professional sports. Reese now stands at a crossroads. Does she adapt, expand her game, and prove she's more than an elite rebounder? Or does she lean into the drama, push for a trade, and chase validation elsewhere? That decision may define her career. As the Sky prepare to face the Fever on May 17, 2025, a matchup already being billed as the Ollie Frazier of women's basketball, the spotlight won't just be on points and rebounds. It'll be on direction, evolution, and legacy. Because in today's WNBA, talent matters, but adaptability decides everything.